So right now we're going to be talking about calculating FLSA and what FLSA is and how we use this to determine, for those participants who are going to be completing their activity in work experience or community service, how many hours that they can complete in any given month based off of the benefits that they were given. So let's start off with FLSA. What is that? FLSA stands for the Fair Labor Standards Act. And basically what it means is we cannot make participants do more hours than what their benefits, than the benefits that were paid out to them for that given month, whatever month that you're looking and you're doing that WPA for. In order to calculate the FLSA, you're going to use the TANF benefit, and then you're going to add the SNAP benefit to that. That is going to give you their total monthly benefits. Once you get that dollar amount here, you're going to divide by the state minimum wage, which is $7.50 currently in the state of New Mexico, and that's going to give you a number. That number is going to be the max hours that participant could complete if they were completing their activity, once again, in work experience and community service. So I just want to make sure that it's understood and that it's reiterated that FLSA only applies to work experience and community service. Let's go ahead and work a case. Let's say, for instance, we have a 2-individual household, so maybe we have mother and child, and for the month of October, they were given $327 in TANF benefits. We are going to add that to their SNAP benefits that paid out for the month of October, and we are going, let's say they were given $357. We're going to add those two amounts together in order to get the total monthly benefit, which in this case is $684. Okay, this is the total benefits that they were given, and we're going to go ahead and divide that by 750, which is the state minimum wage, and we're going to get a number, which is 91. So this participant, depending on how old their youngest child is, that would, really help us calculate and know exactly what their requirements are. If the FLSA is over their required core hours, or their required hours, you're going to always take what's less every time. And so in this case, if we had a single parent household, mother and child is under the age of 6, her required hours for any full month would be 86 hours, of course. And so we can look at this and we know that 91 is her FLSA. Her required hours is 86 core, and if we were going to place this participant in work experience or community service, we definitely have enough FLSA to go ahead and place her in the full 86 hours that she would be required. If, for instance, we had the same household, mother and child was over the age of 6, the way that the hours break down is 86 core, and 43, this can be core or non-core. And so if we have an FLSA of 91, we could put her in work experience or community service up to the 91, and then any additional hours, since we'd be using the 91, the additional 38 hours could then be placed in a core or non-core, but it'd have to be another activity that does not use FLSA. So it could not be 38 hours of another work site for work experience or community service. It'd have to be another activity. And this is how you calculate FLSA. So we have already talked about how to calculate the FLSA during a full month of benefits. However, a lot of times our participants get approved for benefits mid-month, and so they are only given a prorated amount of benefits for that month. So let's say, for instance, they're approved on the 12th. ISD, whenever the case is processed, the benefits that will be paid out will be from the 12th through the 31st. And so you're going to have a little bit lower of a grant amount that first month than what you have, let's say, for instance, the following month and ongoing. So we need to make sure that anytime an individual is approved on any day after the first of the month, so starting the second, any day after that, they're going to need one WPA, a prorated WPA for that month. And if the activity is going to be work experience or community service, and so we're having to calculate that FLSA, for that first month, for those prorated hours, we're going to need to utilize the prorated benefits that they were approved for, okay? And so you're going to maybe have an FLSA for your first prorated WPA that's a little bit lower than your ongoing WPA, because once you get to the ongoing WPA, they're going to be receiving more benefits because it's going to be for a full month. So let's look at a prorated month in benefits. Let's say, for instance, this individual got $122 of TANF for a prorated month and $208 of SNAP benefits. When you add those together, you get $330, and you're still going to divide that by the state minimum wage, which is going to give you 44, a number of 44 for their FLSA. And so if the participant was placed in work experience or community service, and that was their activity for that month, the most that they could be completing in terms of hours would be 44, because of the lowered amount of benefits that were paid out to them for that month.